Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to do a smash or pass on D&D. Okay, but a bit of a ground rule for this. I'm going to give an explanation on why why a creature is a smash or pass, and I'm going to play this like I'm 18 and 18. It's all consensual, or how it would have to happen, and it's at an age where this would be a lot where both parties could consent. So without a doubt, without delay, let's get into this. Also, I'm going to do Fizban's Treasury of Dragons in a little bit. Excuse me when I just need to flip to a page. Alright. First up, Aarakocra. Okay, I feel like Aarakocra are a safe smash, but they have a very short lifespan, so it would probably be I would try to spend as much time as I could with them. They're not too different from normal people. They have some feathers, and they're mostly normal for as far as humanoids go. Next up is the Aboleth. This one is a pass, mainly because they will try to mind control you and get you to do their bidding. Also, they're giant slugs. So, pass. Air Elemental. This one's a pass because I don't know how you would bang the wind. Animal Lord. All right, I'm not a furry, but listen. If it's like a okay, this one's a smash only because they're mostly normal, and I think these guys are really cool. Like, if not like a getting in bed with them, they'd probably be like a friend I'd hang out with. Also, there's a chance one of these is a T-Rex because they represent literally any animal. Animated armor, brew, flying sword, and rug of smothering. No, these are passes. I do not know how. I don't know how your shaft would interact with the shaft of a sword, and I don't really want to know. The rug of smothering, I don't want to be choked to death. Animated armor, I mean, it has holes, but no. Ankeg, pass. They are literally inhuman and have an intelligence of 1, which means I don't think this thing even knows what consent is. So it's a pass off because I'm not taking advantage of something that is literally an animal. I don't do bestiality. That shit is gross. Then there's the Arcanoloth. A thing with you, it's a type of fiend called a Yugoloth, and normally they'd probably have to be like pay up if you want to do it. I mean, for this one, you probably have to give them something worth their time, like a demon's true name or something magical. And with how well groomed they are, and also how charismatic they are, I'd say it's a smash. Archhag. Okay, I'm gonna level with you. I have a thing for MILFs, but a MILF whose facial features are something you'd see in a geometry class, no. Also, they are also hideous, and they will probably turn you inside out, and then use your organs to perform rituals. Assassin. Smash. It's the most human thing possible. Awakened plants. No. Awakened shrub. Awakened shrub and awakened tree are also passes because I'm not banging a tree. Giant axebeak. Pass. That's an animal. Azure pyromancer. this one's a pass because I don't want my dingling getting burnt off. Most things with fire are cool. I'd probably be friends with them, just not intimate. Baylor. Okay, normally this would be really, really cool and this would be a peak monster for design, but one, it looks volcanic and I like my wee wee, and second, it's likely just gonna rip me in half. Bandits. I mean, if it's just this idea of like a rootin' giant lady, it's a smash for me. However, if it's Bilbo, who gives a damn? Like the stereotypical ugly one, no. Banshee, pass. I don't want to hear you bitch and moan about your. Banshees are incredibly dangerous on their own because they can like kill you with their scream, and I don't want to risk that happening during funny business. So pass. Barbed Devil. No, it's a pass. It's incredibly spiky, and I don't do well with spikes. Bargura. No, it's a demon, which means it's chaotic evil, and it looks like it would wear me like a sock, and also it's fairly unintelligent, and I don't really like anything with an intelligence lower than like 8 is probably something I'm staying away from because like someone who isn't the most someone who is slightly mentally challenged, you might say, would like extremely so would not be something I I would try to coax into bed because that just feels wrong. Basilisk, pass. Its stone and gaze is already a turn off. And second, it's basically an animal. No. Bearded Devil, pass. It looks like Barney the dinosaur's demonic cousin from Florida, and that beard just looks like Slenderman's testicle, honestly. Behir, pass. It's a literal animal. Even Beholder, pass. They are crazy, and I don't know how you have sex with one. Berserker. Okay, for the dude Berserker, no. A lady Berserker, however, I'm just gonna reveal this. My type is a kind that can pick me up, like a sack of flour and basically play catch with me. Basically yeet me up in the air and catch me on the way down. On to the first dragon, the Black Dragon. This is a pass. They are they are cruel, they are vicious, they are vain, they live in swamps, they are surrounded by undead, they probably smell like someone's testicle and unwashed testicle, and they spit acid. Also, they're deadbeat parents. Yeah, that's an easy pass. Blights. No. They just... By the way, where do you think you would get it on with this thing? Where? Also, they're neutral evil, meaning that they probably aren't the most friendly. Oh, and Black Pudding. Pass. They will literally dissolve you. Blink Dog. No, that is an animal. Blob of Annihilation. Pass. It's a literal slime thing. That dissolves you. Oh yeah, by the way, the thing about dragons is I'm going to treat them all like they can polymorph, too. So, next up is the Blue Dragon. This one is my first smash for the dragons, as they are quite intelligent. They are not, while they're lawful evil, they are not going to incinerate you on sight. They are really good parents. They are, while they are vain, they also are fairly wise and intelligent, and they seem like something you would want to have you'd like to be on the good side of, and Also, they're my favorite type of dragon, so that's kind of a bunch of bias. Also, lightning. Bone Devil. This one is a pass. However, I actually would smash the 2014 version of them. Yeah, it's mostly because of the face. It just that's the look of someone's like, excuse me, of like, that's the look of, did you just fart? Bone Naga. That's literal bones. You don't bone a bone. Brass Dragon. While they are a good aligned type of dragon, I pass this one. It is for one simple reason. They do not shut up. Brass dragons will talk your head off for days, and if you try to leave, they will literally bury you up to your neck in sand after knocking you out with their gas breath, and will continue conversation whether you like it or not. I am a fairly introverted person myself, and I do not like people who talk your head off. Like, I know several people in my school who are like this guy. I do not like them. Even despite how cool they look. Here's my favorite of the metallic dragons, the Bronze Dragon. Now, Bronze Dragons are fairly conflicting for me. I mean, they mate for first of all, they mate for life and are extremely lawful. They're, in my opinion, they're more lawful than they are good. While like take this basically, of all the metallic dragons that are lawful good, silver dragons are more good than they are lawful. Bronze dragons are more lawful than they are good, and gold dragons are basically a neutral force of law. And some pros for the bronze dragon: lightning. They like to swim. They are fairly stoic and like living out of the way of people. They kind of smell like the sea. But some cons are that they mate for life, which may or may not cause them to be a bit of a yandere or yandier. If you're into that, that's fine. Also, bronze dragons will like eating shark, and that's a major turnoff for me. So, pass. Bugbear, pass. Mainly because they're chaotic evil who and like to like raid stuff. I am traumatized by Legend of Vantress's Torbeck, who mostly because just look it up. He is probably one of the most unhinged D&D characters you'll ever find. The pass. Another pass goes to the Boulette because they are, one, wild animals, and two, they eat everything. Bullywug. Pass. Listen, they're kind of stupid, and I'm not going through a swamp to get some Frigusi. Canyon. Okay, this is a smash, but this is probably a regrettable one. I mean, but also it depends on what demon they come from. They could come from a Hezro or a Barilgug or that big ape-like demon, or they could come from Gratz, the demon prince of pleasure, Demogorgon, that two-headed baboon demon, or could come from Jublex, a giant ooze. But ultimately, this is a smash based on the artwork. Carrion Crawler, pass. Burn it with fire. Centaurs, pass. It's a pass off surely of where is the goal? I mean, you could, I know this generally isn't something you should do, but even porn doesn't doesn't know where the goal is. Like, sometimes it's in the back, sometimes it's in the front. Where is it truly? Nobody knows. Chasm. Pass. No. Chain Devil. Normally chains and bindings are kind of hot, but Chain Devil turning into the face of someone you love, someone you care about, is something I don't really like. And also, chains have hooks on them, so pass. Chul, that is a pass. They are incredibly aggressive. They have tentacles, which in my opinion are a turnoff, and those giant pinchers are definitely not for purple nurples. Chimera, that's also a pass because it's an animal. Cloaker, pass. I don't. That it looks like it may be fairly intelligent with an intelligence of 13, but I am not smashing that. Clay Golem, pass. I don't want to know what happens when you stick your dick in clay, and I don't want to play it out. Cockatrice, pass. That's a freaking chicken that can turn you into stone. Cloud Giant. Honestly, this is a smash. I mean, if I could find out how to work with it, I mean, I could just have someone cast enlarge on me, or just be a giant barbarian or Rune Knight fighter. Colossus, pass. That's literally just stone. Commoner. I mean, if it's a normal person, then yeah, it'd probably be a smash. Copper Dragon. Honestly, this is the biggest smash of all of most dragons. They are literally they love pranking people. They love pranks. They're jokesters. They manage to make they are social butterflies. They don't talk your head off like the brass dragon. And they also their presence makes people happier and makes them more festive. Also, this is just pure mom or dad energy, this whole picture. Codal. Hold on, I'm gonna read the lore for a second. Yeah, with it being literally led by prophets and mandates, I can't smash it. Because it would have to it would probably have to leave mid-session. Okay, Crawling Claws. No. I'm not Yoshikage Kira. I like more than just a hand. Cultists. I don't know what they're doing, but since most cults in D&D are evil, I don't think it's a cult of Bahamut or something, so pass. Famous elemental cult. Dao. Okay, first of all, Earth Grandma. I mean, if it's not rough and coarse like sand, then smash. Cyclops. Pass. The one eye is just really, really weird to deal with. Dark Mantle. Pass. I'm not banging an octopus. Death Dog. Pass. That is a dog. Death Knight. That's a pass because, well, they are undead. They smell like an open casket, and I think they try to kill me mid-session. Death Tyrant. Double pass. That's a beholder already, and also it's undead. Demi Lich. Pass. That is a skull that will scream and kill you. Deva. Pass. I mean, no, smash. Listen. Angel Twink. Thumbs up. Smash. Displacer Beast. Pass. That's an animal. Ginny. Air Genie. Smash. It's not the air elemental. It actually has a physical body, so that's the main thing leading it to be a smash. Doppelganger. Smash. I mean, it could, like, turn to someone I find attractive, or turn to myself. I mean, you never know what you're like until you do it with yourself. Well, that did not come out right. Dracolich. Pass. 1, they're generally crazy, and 2, I'm not banging something that's undead. Dragon Turtle. Pass. How are you going to bang a turtle? Also, it's the size of a ship. Dretches. Pass. They are chaotic evil, and they basically have the intelligence of a sock. Drider. That is a pass. Spiders alone I'm not smashing a spider. Spiders are generally fine, as long as they're not the size of a school bus. And second, it's a drow. So she's going to hate me because I'm a dude. And that's a pass. Druid. I actually say this is a pass because they're gonna smell funky if they're out in the woods for a long while. Same thing with Dryad, sadly. Also, I have allergies, and my sinuses are going to hate these people. So pass on both of them. Earth Elemental. Pass. It's rough, it's coarse, and it's everywhere. Afridi. They are literally... Actually, wait. Burn with the energy of unpredictable fire, innate magical plans. Many Afridi have wicked reputations, as their fickle natures and love for dramatic conflagrations can be destructive. Other Afridi delight in fire's beauty, creative... And wishes, 30% chance of knowing the wish spell. Okay, so they don't seem to have a body that's literally made of fire, and I think they can die down that heat at will. So, smash. Also, Blacksmith Mommy, who can also learn Wish. Elemental Cataclysm. Pass. That thing is not very intelligent, and that looks like it would melt me if I got close. Empyrean. Okay, the original 2014 Empyrean would be like, no, but this Empyrean, I just smashed purely because I love how cool it is. Also, they can change. However, there's a problem. Their emotions can change the weather. What do you think? Actually, no, it's a pass because of the emotions changing the weather thing. What do you think getting it on would cause their emotions to do? What do you think would happen to the weather? So, pass for the safety of everyone. Erinyes. Okay. I know they're evil, but rope of binding, 18 I have a weakness for muscles. Anyways, here's another pass. The Ettercap. They're neutral evil, and they look like they would eat me alive. Etten. No, they are chaotic evil, and I do not want to deal with two giant lummox who's constantly arguing. Like, I think she's pretty. I don't think she is. That's basically how most interactions go. Fairy dragons. Pass. They are incredibly small and they can't really polymorph. Fire elemental. Pass. They will burn everything. Fire giant. Pass. I mean, they're gonna take forever to take that armor off, and I don't think. Also, when I say this, smash doesn't always mean sex. It just means, like, would I date them or would I give them a smooch? Like, fire giants are generally too busy with war and also smithing stuff. Flame skull. Pass. It's the Demi-Lich, but on fire. Flesh Golem. No, they are basically mentally handicapped, and I do not want to know. I don't feel right. I'm basically smashing multiple people at once, and I don't really feel comfortable doing that. Flumph. Pass. I will give them a little smooch, though. They are incredibly wholesome, and I would just hug them if I could. Fomorian. Okay, they're chaotic evil, and they seemingly like to, hold on. No, wait, I'm reading the lore for a second. Okay, they just attack people. Alright, so pass. Frost Giant. Pass. They are... they ain't Mr. White Christmas. They ain't Mr. Snow. They are Mr. Icicle. They are Mr. Tenderloin. The Frost Giants are a pass because they are cold, they are violent, and they do not give a flying fluke about humans. Fungi. No. I'm not banging a plant. Galebdur. It's literally just stones. I'm not doing that. Okay, Violent Fungus Necruel. No, that is horrifying. Gargoyle. Okay, gargoyles are really cool. I mean, most Monster Girl versions of these are really, really awesome looking, but this one, no, it's a pass. I would hire it as a bodyguard, though. They're likely British. Gelatinous Cube, pass. It will dissolve you. And I'm not doing that. Ghast, pass. Chaotic Evil, undead, and they look like a shriveled nutsack. Ghost. I mean, I could have already smashed this thing, and if it's like cast, it can be annoying, it can be scary, or it can just be a normal day with your lover. So I guess smash. Laden Ghoul, Lacedon Ghoul. Pass. It's chaotic evil. It looks like the Wendigo from Until Dawn, and it's probably it likes eating people. All right, Gibbering Mouther. That's a pass. That many teeth and eye, all those teeth and all those eyes are immediate turnoffs. Githyanki. Okay, the only way I'd encounter Githyanki is during a raid, and I don't think I would want to encounter that. So pass. Glabrezu. Okay, this is a pass because it literally has giant pinchers for hands. It is chaotic evil and likes beating stuff up. Gladiator. Okay. I like someone who can throw me around. So smash. Gnolls, pass. They are incredibly aggressive. They are chaotic evil. They follow Null. Not Null. Yeenagu, who will just command them to eat everything, and also they take after hyenas. The female gnolls may have a pseudo wee. So pass. Goblins. Pass. They probably just mug me and take my stuff. I probably have one as a friend because mainly because they're just kind of funny to be around. Like, also the Gobbo. There's also one with a YouTube channel with a goblin who does like little videos of like new loot and then talks about the magic item you could use in a D&D game, like the Tide Skimmers, a pair of shoes that allow you to run on water. It's really good. Gold Dragon. Okay, gold dragons are a smash for me if they're at adult stage or above, because They can live incredibly long. They are generally good aligned, and some mate for life, and others are kind of playboys or playgirls. However, if you're into politics, they are probably something if you prove yourself worthy of them, and you're able to like lay pipe with one or have pipe laid with you. Well, I think a gold dragon could also be a very good teacher. Like they've lived really long. They can teach you lots of things, and you could give them some advice that they may not even know, and they will definitely give you some advice that could help you greatly. Also, this image is so freaking good. Okay. Anyways, on to Gorgons. No, they are bulls that petrify things. I do not like that. That is a pass for me. Psychic Gray Ooze. And most oozes are pass if they aren't plasmoids. Oh, and also Garistro. That's a pass. They are gigantic, they are aggressive, and they're evil. Also, they're really stupid. And next, green dragons. Crap. These are, I mean, I'm assuming most of these I'm in this scenario, you're an adult, and any of these monsters are adults or older. Green dragons are evil. They are manipulative, they are cunning, and they love to lie. I mean, with how popular yanderes and mean doms are on with many romance-related ASMRs, this might be many people's type. However, they are also incredibly manipulative, vain, and they probably don't give a crap about you. But one thing that makes them slightly redeemable is that they are incredibly loving parents, and they will protect their children with their very lives. Next up, Green Hag, pass. They look like someone's testicle. Grell, pass. They are evil aligned, and they are literally just a brain with beak and tentacles. Griffin, pass. They are an animal. Grick, that is an animal too, and look like they'll eat you alive. Guardian Naga. Okay, that one's a smash because it's generally a generally friendly one and also it just looks mommy. Oh, and Grimlock. No, that they work with Drow. They are incredibly aggressive. They are dumb. They are not. I mean, they're not stupid, but they're slightly below average intelligence, and they are blind, which I mean, like blindness is something that I feel slightly wrong about dating because I don't trust myself with other people's safety, even though my people tell me I'm too harsh on myself. Guards, you tried. All right, I'm gonna do this for the sake of a joke. Roll to seduce the guards. All right, you see a bunch of guards, and you have to get into the compound they're guarding. The bard says, "I roll to seduce the guards." All right, let's see what I roll. 19. You succeed. Um. Yeah, I think. Listen, I. Uh. Listen. Like giant throat, strong lady with half plate or full plate is incredibly attractive in my opinion. Also, and so yeah, also a pole, and also I really like it when they have pole arms. They look really cool. Half dragon. Okay, this one may look more monstrous, but they're basically just better dragonborn. Smash. Harpy. I mean, they're incredibly aggressive, they're chaotic evil, and they're very low in intelligence, so And also, they will probably try to kill you, so pass. Also, pass on the Hellhound. They are animals, and they are evil aligned, and they aren't the most intelligent, but they are dogs. So, if I could tame one or keep one as a pet, I would. His name would, if I had one as a pet, I would name him Druga. Helmed Horror. Okay, this is a pass, but as a bodyguard or the like stereotypical bodyguard, stoic bodyguard who loves their creator, I mean, it would be a platonic smash. Just dating, kiss on the helmet. The helmed horrors are really cool. Hezro, pass. They are big. They're aggressive. They're stinky, and they like fighting. They like crushing things. Hill Giant, pass. They are aggressive. They are evil. They will eat you, and they will steal your stuff. Hippogriff, pass. That is an animal. Hobgoblins. Honestly, smash. Military who know how to they know how to swing a blade and use a shield and fight and can single-handedly win battle. They can win battles with their sheer charisma. Yeah, that's exactly my type. Just ignore their low charisma stat. I imagine them having a high charisma if they need to be a captain or warlord. Hook Horror, pass. I prefer things that have normal hands. Also, it's very unintelligent, and also that beak is not doing any favors. Homunculus, pass. I just give them head pats and some head scratches. I really like that one that looks like an axolotl though. Horn Devil. Okay, this one's a smash. It's so far the most humanoid. They generally look like they would sound like this. And also they are incredibly loyal. They are also incredibly loyal. Oh, that's why they're a smash. Hydra, pass. They are an animal. They are also incredibly toxic. Whether like their breath and their blood is incredibly toxic, and it would kill you if you went near it. Ice Devil, pass. The insect, the general bot, it's fine up until the head, and or they would probably bite your skull off. And I also however, I do really like their pole arm, and they also are. And also in their lore, they're just like, come on, they're constantly waiting for their next promotion, too. So if I don't like someone who bitches and moans, like, oh, where's my promotion? I want my promotion. I would not deal with that. Imps, pass. They are annoying little buggers, and they will sting your ass, and probably just to see how you would react. And they're incredibly small, and will just screw with you, and I just don't vibe with that. I vibe with Copper Dragon's pranks because they're generally lighthearted and in good faith. Imps will basically try to kill you. Incubus. Okay, these ones are a pass, mainly because of their restless touch. Because unlike a succubus, if they touch you, you take psychic damage. So, and also they visit you in your dreams like a demonic version of Santa. So no. I do really love their designs, though. And I love how they look like a Starry Night on the inside. That did not come out right. Intellect Devourers. No, it's a brain that will steal your mind. No. Pass. Invisible Stalker. That's also a pass. I don't know what they look like. Iron Golem. Pass. They are not very intelligent, and they're literally just iron. Kenku. Okay, I think that I would actually smash a Kenku because I really like their designs, and also they can be kind of funny at some time. But like, just I mean, you could help. Kenkus are in my opinion, are really, really tragic, and I just would want to help one. Oh, and Jackal Wares. Yeah, these are a pass because they will lie constantly, and they are basically hurt by telling the truth. Also, they're chaotic evil and follow. and are basically snitches for the Abyss. Knight, Smash. They're just mostly humans, so yeah. Kobold. Okay, some kobolds are a smash because I really like them. They're kind of cute, and also some have wings, and some are even vampiric. Oh, and then there's a Kraken, which is a pass because it's giant, and it's just a cephalopod. Kuatoa, they are just they're just crazy, and I don't deal with crazy, so they're a pass. Lamia. Okay, it's not the snake lady. That we'll get to that later. They're just half lion fiends. But suppose we like each other. I think that it would be a smash. Anyway, and next there's a larvae. That's what happens to people who live in Hades for too long. So that's a pass immediately. Oh, and Lemore, yeah, those are also passes because for the same reason. Lich, that is also a pass. That's an undead creature. That's not a vampire. So no. Lizard folk, they're a smash for me. I mean, if it's like the stereotypical emotionless one, then it's a pass. And if it's the Mark Zuckerberg one, that's also a pass. But most lizard folk I see are generally like slightly stoic, monotone, but still caring people. Mages. Okay, these mages they look like Judge Holt, and these people look like the KKK. I don't think they're racist, but I think they just look stupid. They just look stupid. So pass. Mains. No, those are horrifying, and they look like they smell like butt. Magmen. Pass. They are little bastards. They are little bastards. They are chaotic as all hell, and also they will burn anything they touch. So no. Manticore. That is a pass. That is literally just an animal. Merid. It's a pass. It looks like Peter Griffin fused with Homer Simpson, fused with the father from Dinosaurs, that one TV show. Anyway. Okay, Merilith. Honestly, it's a smash. Snake woman with multiple arms. I mean, I prefer the 2014 version, which is more lady than snake, but this one's still pretty good. Okay, Medusa. I have to pass this one because I don't want to get petrified. Next is the Mephit. These are all passes because they're evil little bastards, and I don't like them. Merfolk. Okay, these are smashes because they're generally really fine and chill. And also they're fairly humanoid. Marrow. Okay, I know they are generally evil, but hear me out. Smash. Mezoloth. Pass. They only care about money and getting more power, and also their jaws are not very flattering, and also they probably sound like this, and and also they're kind of stupid. Mimic. Pass. That is literally just an ambush predator. Mind Flayer. Pass. I do not like Mind Flayers. They gross me out. Alright. Minotaurs. Okay, most Minotaurs are like... regular Minotaurs are just more... They're like, have a bull upper half and a man lower body. That's a pass, especially if they're related to Baphomet, who was just a giant evil bull man. So, but... Okay, but the one that's more of just like a person with cow traits, like the horns and the tail, and also the hooves. Okay, a more human one with just horns and hooves is just that one's a smash. Modrons are passes. They look like something out of my worst. They look like Furbies. So that's an immediate reason for a pass. Same with mummies. They are incredibly dehydrated, they are stick thin, and they're generally evil aligned. Myconoids. Myconid. Pass. I don't know how plants would work in this case. Now Fleshni. No, if it's a demon, it's probably a pass. So no. Night Hag. Those are also passes. They are generally also more evil than regular hags too. Nightmare. No, that's a horse. Noble. Okay, that's a smash. Just Dragon Mommy. Nothic. No, that eye makes me feel uncomfortable, and also they're generally really crazy. Nikoloth. Honestly, it was almost a smash, but the bits of sharpness on its body, like, just makes it a pass. Ochre Jelly, those will dissolve you. No, that's a pass. Ogres, they are really stupid, and they will try to eat you. So, pass. Wolfrag, or whatever those are. No, that is literally just an animal, and they are way too toothy. Oni, these are smashes. I really like... This is not my favorite depiction. This is not the hottest depiction of an Oni, but I still would. Owlbear and Pegasus, those are passes. Those are both animals. Performer, okay. I mean, they could be a certain type of performer. Smash. Phase Spider, pass. That's an animal. Perdian, Periton, pass. That's an animal. Piercer, that's literally a sentient stalactite. Pirates, pass. Off Scurvy. Pit Fiend, smash. I really like the design, and they're basically just stereotypical muscly office person. So yeah. Planetar, smash. Angel person with a flaming sword and flaming hair and wings. Yeah, I like it. Pixie, pass. Way too small. Poltergeist, pass. I would call a priest to get them out of there because they were just throwing stuff around. I don't like that. Priest. Okay, I'm just assuming they have an oath of chastity, so pass. Pseudo Dragon, pass. They are small. They are small and they can't polymorph. Quaggoth, pass. They're not very intelligent and they're just really uncanny. Purple Worm, that is a pass. That is a giant, city-devouring monster. That is incredibly, that literally has the IQ of a rock. Quasit, pass. They are just a more chaotic version of an imp. Rakshasa, smash. They are just more charismatic. They're like, they're incredibly charismatic fiends who are generally less violent than others, and, well, they have a certain aura of swag that that just cannot be topped. And this is the last one of the day. The Red Dragon. This is a pass. You need to be if a red dragon comes knocking asking for you to lay down, you are probably really strong, and that probably ain't you. Also, they are incredibly aggressive, greedy, and violent. And they will just take your stuff, and after they do the deed, they'll just leave. Or they'll kick you out if they're a lady. So, yeah. So that's it for the day. Wow, that was almost 50 minutes. Well, bye.